It's a mark of respect, isn't it? It's your national anthem, you great hairy Nelly. That's why you've got a stain.
Oh, don't be daft, Dad.
It ain't daft, you ignorant little... It's a mark of respect to her, isn't it?
And him.
Oh, Majesty, it's what you stand for, our respect to her.
And him as well.
I mean, that's what you stand for.
You stand for him, too.
I mean, look. Look. She is your monarch, isn't she? She's the head of your state, your sovereign liege. That's what you're standing for.
Yeah, him too. He's got to be stood for too.
Yeah, well, any of royalty. I mean, you're supposed to stand for any of royalty, ain't you?
Oh, God, love us, not in front of the television set in your own home, though. I mean, God, but that's carrying patriotism a bit far, that is, isn't it?
Listen, you traitorous scarce git. I got a bit of respect for Her Majesty, I have. She has to have her Christmas dinner late because of doing that speech. She has to go up to the BBC.
Well, they keep it warm for her, though.
Look, she has to go up to the BBC.
No, they put it in the oven for her.
Look, she has to go up to the studio.
Look, he'd see to that.
Look, she has to go up
He'd
to...
make sure it was kept up for her.
Shut up, you silly moo! Look, where's me breast? Where's me breast?
Under your sprouts.
Look, I mean, look, half your country's had their Christmas dinner and having a kit before she even gets started on hers. And she does that for us every year, she does. And you ain't even got the respect to stand up for the end of it, socialist scarce git.
Well, I think it's nice of her to come on the telly every Christmas and have a little chat with us. I think everyone appreciates it. I do. But I don't think she expects us all to stand up at the end of it, though. I mean, not in our own homes, she don't. Shouldn't think.
Of course she don't. That's only him, that is.
Does it?
Well, I know half the country don't even stand in the pictures when they play it.
Oh, I'll stand up there. I think that's right.
Yeah, well, he don't. The hairy one don't. God, blimey. He's queuing up at the bus stop before they've even started playing it.
Yeah, well, I'm a Republican, aren't I?
You are an ignorant, misbegotten, lying layabout, socialist, scarce git. That's what you are. Republican, this in this country, you've come to be in a poor way without its monarchy, mate. I don't mind telling you.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be without him anyway.
Why not?
Well, gives a bit of class to the country, doesn't
Oh,
it?
class. God, mate, I mean, look, what does she do? Huh?
What does she do?
Yeah, I mean, what's she work at, eh? And how does she earn her money? How does she earn her money, eh?
Oh,
I mean, look, now, wait a minute. You take your parliament. Right, your House of Commons. You got them MPs sitting up there all the time, aren't they? They're making laws and running the country. But with her, I mean,
Well, she works as well.
What, doing what?
Yeah. Doing
Yeah,
what?
she always seems to be out doing something.
Oh.
Yeah, launching her battleships, performing her functions and that.
Yeah. What are you doing? Cutting bits of tape? You call that work?
I declare this bridge open.
no, I'll put it back on my hand to punch your face in a minute. I have any more of that.
More what your MPs do, innit?
Yeah.
Sitting on their backsides all day.
Yeah. Look, where's your Wilson most of the day then, eh?
They're running the country.
Yeah, running the country, running in a bloody red, more like. God. And where's he today, then, eh? Where's your darling Harold today? Ain't been on that telly box once, has he, to exchange a word of Christmas cheer with us? No. I suppose he's still up at number 10, sleeping it all.
He's probably still working, that's what he's doing. Up to his eyes in it, trying to put the economy straight.
Yeah, next door with Callaghan, fiddling the books, more like. Listen, mate, I'll tell you something else. We are the envy of the world, we are, with our royal family.
Yeah.
Because that is the one thing that the rest of the world ain't got.
No.
Thank you, Tony. You don't have to talk a lot of coffee, you do.
Yeah.
What do you mean we're the only country in the world with the royal family?
Well, you name me one other country then that's got a royal family. Go on, name me
I
one,
will.
clever dick. Go
Yeah.
on.
Sweden,
Swi-
Denmark, Belgium.
All right. Look, I'm talking about royalty, mate, not bloody cloth cat kings riding about on bikes. Talking about your proper regals, ain't I? I mean, Her Majesty wouldn't demean herself go riding about on a bike.
No, he wouldn't demean himself neither.
Another thing. You have your republic. Who's going to be your president, eh? Not Harold Wilson. Oh, blimey, it's bad enough having him Prime Minister. Don't make the president of him. Oh, blimey. Look, he's pathetic, he is. He, Harold Wilson. Yeah. Sitting up. Shut up and listen, you might learn something. sitting up there in that Downing Street with his Mac and his pipe, trying to behave like a gentleman. Pathetic. I mean, if anyone a bit decent called out to see him, someone with a bit of manners, someone with a bit of breeding, someone like Her Majesty, he wouldn't even know how to talk to her, he wouldn't.
Yeah, what are you talking about? He talks to her every day.
Yeah. Well, so he might, but it ain't of her choosing, is it? Because he ain't her type of Prime Minister, mate, is he?
What are you talking about? Any type of Prime Minister's her type of Prime Minister.
Look, if she had the vote, if they let her vote, mate, she wouldn't vote for him. She'd vote for one of her own class. That's who she'd vote for, one of her own party.
Oh, one of her own party, eh? One of her own party. Well, which is her party, then, eh?
Well, it ain't the bloody Labour Party, is it? Oh, Bunny, don't think Her Majesty will vote for your rough old lot, do you?
Well, why not?
Why not? Listen, if she had a vote, mate, she'd vote for someone more like herself. Someone like Sir Alec Holmes.
All right.
I mean, that's the sort of Prime Minister she prefer, isn't it?
Yeah, well, she wouldn't mind all.
I mean, someone she can mix with. Someone she can mix with a bit socially like.
Well, she can mix with all.
Yeah, well, hey, did you see him on that Geek David Frost show?
Yeah.
Tell the truth, tell the truth, tell the truth.
All right, that's not the point, is it? Listen.
Pathetic, is.
Her Majesty don't want Harold Wilson round the palace all day knocking his pipe out on her furniture. I mean, he's a persistent source of embarrassment to her, he is.
All right. Well, what about Marples, then, eh? What about him?
Oh, I liked him.
What about Marples, then?
Oh, he was nice, he was.
Look, Wilson never cycled up the palace on a bike like he did,
Yeah,
did
we
he?
all got on the crossbar.
All right, Clever. Don't be facetious. No need for that, is there? No, he only cycled up the palace, old Mark, was to keep fit, didn't he? But he always left his bicycle outside the palace, didn't he? He never scraped Her Majesty's passage walls with his handlebars, did he?
What about that Marples? I mean, a crank, I'm not kidding. I mean, what an image for a Minister of Transport. Cycling
What
around
about your Minister of Transport then? Your lovely Barbara Castle. God, blimey. Minister of Transport can't even drive a car. Blimey. Right silly moo MP she is, isn't she?
Look, you don't have to be a doctor, do you, to be a Minister of Health, eh?
No, and you don't have to be very bright to be the Prime Minister these days, neither. Well, put it back. You don't have to waste it, do you? The country's going to the dogs. Going right down the drain it is.
Yeah, well, just a minute. That's your 13 years of Tory misrule. That's what's done that.
Get off, listen. It's nothing. Get off of there. Nothing to do with that, mate, is it? It's your Labour Party. I mean, listen, look at your last Commonwealth Conference, eh? Look at that. I mean, look, in the old days, mate, when them coons come over here...
That's nice, isn't it?
They was give their instructions what to go back and do, wasn't they? But not today, though, is it? Eh? God blimey, no, they come over here, don't they? They come over here and tell us what to do. And your darling Harold, he sits there and takes it. God blimey. I mean, if that had been old Winnie Churchill up there, mate, what? He'd have soon told them lascars where to get off. Get back to your own country, you'd have told them. Get back to the jungle. Get your blooming drums out.
Hey, listen, that's typical of him, though, isn't it? That's what he believes in. Gunboat diplomacy.
Gunboat? Yeah, well, at least we got the nerve to send the gunboats, ain't we, mate? We Tories. I mean, at least we ain't frightened to have a go. I mean, look at Suez. We taught your wogs a lesson there.
Oh, look, shut up about that.
Yeah, but not like your lot. Oh, blimey. Look, wait a minute.
What?
What about in the final? What about that? Putting England out in red shirts, mate. What about that, then?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Red. Get off out of it. Oh, get off. Listen, England don't play in red shirts, mate, do they? White. This their colours. Pure white. But no, old Wilson bunged about in red shirts, didn't he? Hoping, I suppose, that everyone would think that Labour won the World Cup.
Oh, look, don't argue with him. He's stupid.
Who's that knocking? Time to come.
Hey, I know who that is. That's Wally the milkman, that
Well,
is.
what's he want to come round here on a day like this for? Merry Christmas all.
Merry Christmas, Wolf.
Hello, Twiggy. Hey, you're a bit with it in that, ain't you?
Oh.
Here, would you like a drink, Wolf?
I wouldn't mind a drop of scotch if you got it, like. He's doing well for an old, isn't he? Shut up. Kiss the kiss.
Get off, get your hands off.
Well, it's Christmas, isn't it?
Hey, hey!
It's well I ain't driving today, innit? Cheers. You'll, excuse me calling round like this. I mean, I don't like normally coming round a day like this and disturbing your dinner, you know, but, well, I missed you yesterday, see?
Yeah, but I left your money, though. I left it with him.
Well, I'll give it him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. £2 free, that's all.
Well, that's right, isn't it? £2 free, that's what I worked it out at. 4 pints Monday, 4 pints...
Oh, yeah, you was right. You give me the right money for the milk, like.
Well, what do you want, then?
Well, you know, it's to bring these things up. It's embarrassing. Well, you know, I prefer if people give it freely, like, you know, and, you know, I wouldn't have knocked for it, but, well, everyone else in the streets give it, and I thought, knowing you, that you wouldn't like to be left out, like.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Well, I don't. Left out of what?
Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
She knows what I mean.
Well, I bloody don't.
Well, I mean, you know, it's the time of year everyone gives, doesn't it?
He wants his Christmas box, that's what he wants.
So ain't it marvellous I've tumbled, eh? First of all the dustman, then the postman, and now you. Don't you read your papers, mate? There's a bloody wage freeze on.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, I agree with you. But I'm not asking for increase, you see. No, all I'm asking you for is what I got you down for. 5 bob, same as last year. Don't want an increase. I mean, I'd be happy with that.
Here you are. I must say, I admire your blooming cheek, though.
Well, it's like I say, Mrs. Garnett, you know, I don't like calling round for it. Not if I don't have to, but 4 and 9, 5. That's right, then. Yeah, well, I won't intrude any further. All the best. Oh, here, 4 I go, darling.
What?
Special one for Christmas. You get tired of the old fella, give me a ring down the depot. Ta-da, Grandad. Sauce, innit? Hello. I'll teach them kids a lesson come scrounging round here. I'll teach them something. What's that their enthusiasm for them?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mega.
We missed you out yesterday, but I'm sure you wouldn't want to be missed out. Thank you so very much.
You might change the water now and again. No, I mean... Typical your Christmas, innit? Everyone's on a hero. Even the bloody vicar. God, I mean, all on a make, ain't they? I mean, if you don't go round buying people all sorts of presents and things, I mean, they call you mean and a Scrooge.
But you are a Scrooge. You've always been old Scrooge.
It's the thought, Dad.
The fort?
Yeah.
The fort? Here, look. 5 bloody whiffs. Eh? That's what you bought me for Christmas, isn't it? 5 bloody whiffs. Well, where's the fault in that, then?
Well, it's more than you bought us, isn't it? Because you bought us nothing.
God, well, that's no better than nothing, is it? I mean, look, I don't smoke them even, do I?
Well, I'll have them.
Get off! Well, if you wanted to have a little thought, I mean, you could have bought me some pipe tobacco. I mean, I enjoy that, don't I? I smoke that, don't I?
Well, we just thought cigars would be more Christmassy.
Cigars?
that's all.
Cigars? I am not discussing cigars. I am talking about whiffs. Little whiffs. I mean, your whiffs, they ain't cigars, are they? Pack of lousy whiffs.
And socks. They bought you a pair of socks.
Oh, yeah, they bought me a pair of socks, didn't they? Look, my dear, can you read? Look, substandard. Look at that. A knocked out line down the lane, innit? God.
Have a bit of gratitude.
Gratitude, yeah, you're all right, ain't you? You're all right. Look what they bought for you.
Don't you be jealous.
Yeah.
I am not jealous. I am not jealous. I'm not bloody jealous, but if I was to start giving presents,
you.
I favouritism.
Oh, you! You give presents! You give presents! You wouldn't give anyone a cold!
Hey, no. Do it again, I didn't see you.
Go on, laugh. Very funny, isn't it? Very funny. Look, when it was important to buy you things, when you was a little girl... when you believed in Santa Claus... I was brought your son in then, didn't I? So you wouldn't feel left out of it. I mean, one year, I remember you wanted a doll's house and a real china dolly.
Yeah.
And you set your little heart on it, you had. And I couldn't afford it. And I nearly went out of my mind. I was going mad. Where I was going to get the money from. Nearly mad I went with it. But God was good to me that year, he was. Because I went out and I put my last 10 bob on a doggy. And he heard my prayer. Because he let it come in at 25 to 1. And so I went out and I bought you the most biggest doll's house you ever see and the most beautiful china dolly.
I don't remember that.
Of course you don't. Because the time he got home, he was so sloshed he fell down them stairs and smashed the bloody lock. Drunken pig!
That old...
Poor old Jet.
Never mind, Dad. It's the thought that counts. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Thought.
Yeah, all right. Don't make me head all wet.
Not the thought. If he'd had any thought, he wouldn't have got drunk.
Oh, God, blimey! You can't have a drink on Christmas Eve. I mean, God, you're not look a right old misso. You can't go out to the pub have a drink on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve every week, as far as you're concerned.
What are you talking about, you silly moo? I mean, there's no harm having a drink, is there?
No, I mean that, no. But you don't stop till it's running out your ear holes. Yeah. Anyway, Christmas is supposed to be a religious holiday, not a drinking holiday.
Oh, yeah? Well, how many up this street has been to church today, then, eh? Answer me that, go on.
Mrs. Murphy went to midnight mass last night.
Yeah, after the pubs were shut, she did. Oh, blimey, me, that's a disgrace, that is, going in a church in that state. I mean, they don't want you staggering all up and down their aisles, breathing gin fumes over everyone.
Mustn't stagger.
Oh, God blimey, she ought to have been the amount she put away last night.
Anyway, I know it's a religious holiday, don't I? I mean, it's his birthday, isn't it? I mean, but I think you ought to better celebrate a bit. Have a drink with him on his birthday. I mean, it's Christmas up there and all, you know. Hey, I mean, they're having celebration too.
Christmas everywhere, isn't it?
Of course it ain't Christmas in your heathen countries. It's only Christmas in your Christian countries. I mean, we're the only people what was chosen to celebrate your Christmas. I mean, it is your Christ's coming. That is what it means, isn't it?
I know what it means. It's the day they arrived in Bethlehem, isn't it? The baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph.
Yeah. And look what they done to them. Only bunged them out in a stable, didn't they? You see, they was again in from the start. The non-Christians were.
What are you talking about, the non-Christians? There were no non-Christians until he arrived. I mean, that is where the word is derived from. You see, Christ, Christians. Christians are people who believe in Christ.
Look, don't start telling me things, sonny boy.
Who?
Listen, we was all made Christians in the first place.
Oh, no.
If only you knew your history, lad.
No, we wasn't. No, we wasn't. The Christian religion started with Christ.
Listen, Mr. Clever Dick, God made the world in 7 days, didn't he, eh?
Yeah.
So they say.
What are you talking about, so they say? He did, of course he did. It's in all your history books, isn't it? And God made the world in 7 days according to his own image and likeness. It's a fact, that is, isn't it? And he made everyone of the same religion. Made them all Christians. See? And that's how it was for years. Everyone happy. Everyone all believing in the same things. Until God and Lucifer, that's like, he was God's second in command up there, he was.
Get away.
Yeah. He was like his Oppo, see? Like your Callaghan is to your Wilson, see? Until they fell out.
What, Wilson and Callaghan?
No! Oh, God and Lucifer, you silly pillock. Oh. And then God, he flung Lucifer out of heaven, didn't he? Expelled him altogether. And then Lucifer did wander the earth, trying to turn people all for God. And some of them listened.
Yeah.
See? And that is why he sent your Christ down here, you see, to try to reform them, to bring them back to the true path of righteousness. And then they crucified him. And that's how you get your Easter.
That was a lovely incantation, Vicar. But it's not history.
What are you talking about? Of course it's history. It's the historical facts,
It is not
isn't it?
history. It's Bible mythology.
Bible what?
Bible mythology. Fairy tale.
It's the fact, I tell you. You've got your hell and you've got your heaven. And I'll tell you something else. I know where you're going to finish up, sonny boy.
I think you ought to stop arguing about things like that. Get the pudding in, Reed.
Well, I ain't arguing, am I? I'm just trying to put his mind right for him.
Look, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in heaven or hell. As a matter of fact, I think all religion's a big contract.
Shut up, Michael.
What?
A confidence trick by your upper classes. By them people with the money trying to stop people that haven't got it trying to get it. You see, what they say is, they say, don't matter what happens down here, because don't worry, it'll all be all right when you get upstairs.
Well, that's true, isn't it?
Oh, of course. What are you talking? Of course it isn't true, because there is no heaven, love.
You blasphemous swine! Of course there is heaven!
Well, I say there ain't.
And I say there is!
And I say there ain't.
All right then. Right. I'll bet you 10 bob there's heaven.
Well, what sort of bet is that? I mean, how are you going to prove it?
Simple. Very simple. Because when you go,
Yeah.
if it's there, isn't it?
And if it ain't, it's not. Is it, Pillock?
I hope he can hear you. That's all. I hope he's listening to you.
All right. It's a bet, right? You're on.
You're on, right. Only remember, when you go, mate, remember to bring that 10 bob with you and poke it through the gates because they won't let you in, that's for sure.
They won't let neither of you in the way you're going on. Shut up.
Anyone for pudding?
Oh, thank you, Rita. Would you get the custard, dear? And I don't want no more talk like that in this house.
Well, that's what I believe in, isn't it?
Well, look, I don't want to hear about
There's
it.
no need
that's
to
all.
worry. He knows it's not
Look,
us
I
saying
don't
it.
want to hear it. That's enough.
All right. Hey, just a minute. Aren't you going to set fire to it first?
Eh?
Well, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with puddings, you know. You're supposed to slosh brandy on it and
Well,
then
we
set
ain't-
fire to it.
We ain't got no brandy. have
But
we?
hang on. We've got some whiskey, though, haven't we, eh?
Well, but whiskey ain't the same as brandy.
Oh,
It'll burn, though, won't it?
You'll burn, you will. You'll burn.
Give us a kiss.
Get off. Whiskey ain't the same. It don't taste the same as brandy. Listen, whiskey ain't your grape, is it? It's your grains.
But, well, that don't matter. Let's have a bit of flame on it.
Look at that. That's a waste of perfectly good whiskey, isn't it? I mean, it cost money, that did, and I had to earn it, didn't I? Ridiculous. Oh, God! No, you silly twit. Look what you've done to it now. It's all right. Mind your hand. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? That's clever. Totally inundated the pudding now, ain't you?
You're going to put custard on it?
I don't want rotten old burnt custard, do I? I'll leave her alone. We'll have a bit of respect on Christmas Day. Look where his hands are. Look at that.
You eat your pudding and shut up.
How can I? I've got indigestion, aren't I? Indigestion.
You're right.
Oh.
You are, dear. Little bit for you.
Oh. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? I mean, there must be heaven.
I don't want to hear about heaven.
I mean, look, if there's no heaven...
Look, I don't want to hear that sort of argument in this house.
Well, I'm only trying to explain to Shirley Temple...
Shut up. What's the matter? I think he's found the threepenny bit.
Come on, Dad. Come on, cough it up. Cough it up. Cough it up. There. Well, up here. Try a bit of this. Try a bit. There. That's swig it down. Swig it down. Go on.
I've swallowed it! Oh, the pain of it! I've swallowed it! You silly move, what do you want to go and put threepenny bits in a pot? Oh, I could have choked! Oh.
Serve you right. It's a judgment from above for talking the way you was talking.
What are you on about? I was on his side. If anyone ought to be punished, it's him, not me.
Well, if it was a silver threepenny bit, you've no worries, have you?
Oh, you can't get them no more. It was one of the other ones.
One of the copper ones?
Yeah.
Here. They got nickel in them and all. That's one of your most deadliest of poisons. Oh, I could be poisoned. I could be poisoned here. Oh, it's on Christmas Day. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Hey, Dad, listen. Don't worry, Dad. Look. Because if it does poison you,
Yeah.
right, and you do go,
Yeah.
and you get up to heaven, and you find it ain't there, try and send us down that 10 bob note, will you?
No.